9, 5, 9. Hey guys, welcome to the Jaysquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma.
I'm J-Rock. What was that?
I don't even know anymore. I'm just saying numbers at this
At
point.
this point, okay.
So guys, welcome to Chapter 8.
Ocho.
So, how's your week?
You know what? It's kind of difficult now. I forget what day it is. So today, I don't even know what day it is. So that's how my weeks are going right now. I don't know when the weekend is coming. I get surprised by Fridays. So, how about you?
Yeah, you know what? Funny that you say that. I actually been going through kind of like the same thing myself.
Okay.
Like on Sunday, on Sunday I was supposed to meet up with a client. I went to the place, and I was on Lincoln Road, so I was like, hey, let me go out, let me explore life and stuff. So when I went to explore life, when I got home, I went to sleep, took a nap, I woke up, I thought it was like Tuesday, and it was Sunday, and I was just disoriented completely.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess
I guess I'm not the only one feeling like this.
Yeah.
Then there's more people out there that are feeling this way.
But I think it's quarantine vibes. Like,
Yeah.
quarantine for me, I guess, because I still work from home, if you guys didn't know. But since I work from home, like, the days start running together sometimes. It's kind of creepy. But I got over it. I mean, it is what it is. But it's been strange.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, my mental health and how I'm feeling and things of that nature, I feel really good.
Must
Yeah.
be nice.
I'm not to brag.
Not to brag.
I never say I'm just feeling amazing, but I don't know. This week I am. I feel
That's good though.
comfortable, confident. I talked to my therapist this week, so
That's good.
now I have a reason to send you Raya.
Oh my god. I forgot. How many chapters has it been? This is chapter 8.
It's been since chapter 4.
Wow.
No, since chapter 3.
Dang. 5 chapters. 5 chapters.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for it, guys. I'll keep you updated on that if I remember.
I thought I downloaded it, but apparently I didn't, so I gotta go ahead and.
I mean, at this rate, I'll just wait for it to hit Disney Plus for free.
I mean, but it hasn't yet.
I bet I get it on Disney Plus before you send it.
Probably.
Sheesh. I forgot. That's actually good that I forgot, and you brought it up, so you kind of screwed yourself over.
Yeah, I did, but I feel like I kind of deserve it at this point
Okay.
because
Okay.
just too much. And there was a lot of gems that my therapist was dropping. So
So, okay.
I'm excited for actually
Sending
this
it?
special topic
Okay, yeah.
because I have some stuff that I feel like I need to say.
I feel like we both need to have a lot to say about this
Yeah, this is
this
gonna
special topic.
this is gonna get deep.
Yeah,
It's gonna get a little deep.
once again.
Jesus Christ, why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
I don't know. This podcast, man.
No, but I mean, I hope everybody does like relate to it and feel, comfortable to know that we have the
We're
same.
open about
yeah,
this,
we're
yeah.
open. We have the same type of issues at least,
Yeah.
and we're free to talk to.
Yeah.
Open doors, guys. Open doors. All right, so
Before we get deep.
yeah, before we get deep, let's get into the sports and entertainment. So, playoff season, y'all.
NBA playoffs.
It's approaching.
I mean, technically we're
Well,
in
we're
it.
in it,
We're
but
in it.
this is the thing. I'm not the sports guy. If you come up to me and you ask me about sports, more likely than not, I'm gonna look at you like you're crazy, or I'm gonna make some stuff up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna make something up, but I'm just not the guy to come to when you're like, oh yeah, did you see this person go for this many points? I usually ask J-Rock, and then she
Yeah.
tells me what happens, and then I relay the message to the people.
Yeah.
But something about NBA season playoffs, it just does something, man.
It's a different world. It's a different vibe. It's very how do you say? Like it grabs your attention
Yeah.
because anyone could win.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter if you're number 1, number 2. Like an 8th seed could come and beat you in the first round, and then boom, everyone's rooting for the underdog.
And that's the thing. It's about the stylistic matchups, and that's
Yeah.
what I love. Because if you don't play certain sports, you kind of won't know what
Yeah,
you're
you
strong
don't
at.
understand the feeling
Yeah.
as well.
Some people are more defensive. Some people are more offensive. Some people are shooters. Some people are just role players. There's a lot of different types of things that you can do. And some teams are just bad matches for other teams.
Yeah.
And the bad matches for another team might just be the top seed in their division.
Yeah. And you could, I mean, if you didn't watch the NBA playoffs last year in the bubble, you could see how the Heat matched up perfectly with everybody, no matter who the superstar was.
Yeah.
I mean, until the end, but injuries caught up as well. It was a mixture of both. But
also, I will say, you have a team that we shocked the world. We shocked everybody.
Yeah, and we'll continue to shock the world.
Yeah, we keep doing it, and it's because of that stylistic matchup. But unfortunately, we got matched up with a team that
has the best player in the world.
Yeah,
so it had its moments where we looked good.
We looked good.
But then,
we got sometimes we got exposed, for
lack of superstardom.
Is it me or is it just like Miami in general? Like we don't not the lack of superstardom, but the fact that we start off strong, and we could go hard strong like in the beginning, but then towards the middle, we start like lacking.
Yeah.
And,
so.
Like, we have, like, a stamina issue or something like that.
I feel like it's the halftime issue for me. So we either come out super hot and then end super cold, or we start off super cold and end super hot.
I see.
I prefer starting off super cold and ending up hot.
I don't know.
I like chasing the game.
I'm a little...
I don't trust having big leads, unless I'm the Warriors.
I don't trust going against teams that rally, because this is the thing.
Going against or going for?
I don't like going against teams that rally. Like, because this is, like, for example, with the Lakers. You have to be up by at least 10, 15 against the Lakers at the half. You have to. Because if you're not...
The Heat would disagree, but okay.
But usually, if you're losing during the half, then they're going to blow out the rest of the game. They don't usually let you catch up. Same thing with the Warriors. You have to be at an ungodly, you have to be ahead in an ungodly way.
I don't even trust that anymore with the Warriors. The Warriors could be down by 30. And
that's what I'm trying to say. It has to be ungodly and it has to be domination. It can't be like, you're just doing a little bit or everybody. No,
you have to
somebody
have
has to have a special
game.
day. Yeah, somebody has to have a special day where they're just going off, and that's going to assure that victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I agree with you on that, but I feel like it depends on the team, because certain teams could pull it off. It doesn't really matter if they're up or down. So I like how you were saying before, it depends on the matchup, depends on what you're good at, depends on the team, the coach. So that's why, for me, like NBA playoffs, sorry, I just hit the mic again. NBA playoffs, for me, I like watching all the games because you never know what's going to happen. Who's going to go off, and it's so entertaining. And
I agree with that so much, because the thing is that, for me, when I'm playing basketball, I'm trying to work on it, but I'm usually a slow starter. So at the half, then I turn up. Listen, man, I'm trying to be better. Yeah. But the thing is that I'll be like usually in my head, I'm like, whatever. All right, let me turn it on. And then I turn it on, and it's like, all right, we should have blown this team out.
Exactly.
But I'm sitting here shitting around because I feel a certain way.
Yeah, so you kind of remind me of Jimmy Butler, where it's like, I don't need to make my shots right now. I'm going to pass you the ball. I'm going to get you involved. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, my turn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you play.
But the thing is that when I'm playing pickup and stuff like that, I love to let other people shine.
Yeah. It's fun to a certain extent.
But
you also want to win.
You're an assassin, to where it's like I'm shooting.
Yeah.
And I'm scoring.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep scoring until you quit.
Yeah. Oh, or my favorite is when I close the game out.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, get the fuck off the court.
That's the most disrespectful thing, because nobody wants to be closed out by being closed out by a 3-point shot. Is one of the worst feelings, because you feel helpless.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
At least if it was me, usually, if I'm gonna close the game out, it's most likely gonna be me going to attacking the basket.
Yeah, you're gonna.
When I attack the basket, and then it's like at that point, at least you have excuses where it's like, yeah, you know what, man, he's a little bit, or
he's athletic.
He's athletic. He got to the rim, whatever. You could go ahead and give it to that. Yeah. But when it's a shot, there's always a doubt in your head. Well, what could I have done?
Yeah, could I have gone close it out earlier? Could I have tried to block it?
Yeah, could I have put my hand in the face?
Nah,
Should
none
I
of that
not?
matters.
None of that matters. You
at
should
all.
have done better. Like, there's no way.
You should have just been up by more.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
But what is the bracket looking like?
All right, so tonight, so we're recording this early, but tonight, it's Memphis versus the Spurs,
Okay.
and then the Warriors versus the Lakers.
Man.
The Warriors versus the Lakers is a good game, but here's the thing: if whoever loses from the Warriors and the Lakers, they have a second chance to still make the playoffs. So regardless of who wins there, it's just like who you play, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Which to me is whatever.
Do you like the way that they're doing it now? Like they're
I love
setting
the
up?
play-in.
Really?
I do. I think it's super entertaining. More teams get an opportunity that you didn't expect.
It's more entertaining, but then it's like, why did I? Like, the records don't matter as much as they used to.
I mean, but do they really matter in the playoffs?
I mean, at least you have
Unless
to
you
have,
want home court advantage. Apart from that, like, does it really matter?
I mean, at least you have more of like an idea of where you stand. Like, your standing matters. You get what I mean? Like, where you are, like how many games you won. You had to work to earn your seat.
Okay, I understand that, but you're working for home court advantage.
Okay.
So what you're doing to, like, if you want the number 1 seed, top seed, you're working for home court advantage.
Okay.
So if you feel like you play better at home or you play better away, like, that's what the seeding is for. But I personally, I like it because it gives teams that we didn't expect to make the playoffs an opportunity. So, like, the Wizards, who started off very, very, very bad. The Hornets got blown out yesterday by Indiana.
Okay.
So, like, you could see the differences, but at least they got an opportunity to show that, hey, maybe not this year, but next year we could do something.
Do you feel like we're giving them an opportunity without them having to do as much of the work?
What do you mean?
Other teams have outstanding records. You know, shouldn't they?
So, no. See, here's where I believe this is working for the teams that actually put in work, because they're not playing these extra games.
Okay.
The teams that are playing these extra games are the ones that are the lower seeds,
okay.
who have to prove even more that they
Gotcha.
deserve to be there, while the other ones are just resting, and the playoffs don't start until Saturday.
I
These are
get you.
just the play-in.
Okay. So I was just confused completely about how that was set up.
Gotcha.
Thank you for clearing that up, because I
No
think
problem.
a lot of us were, because this has only
Yeah.
been, this is the second year that they've been doing it.
Yeah, they did it last year in the bubble, but the bubble was different because there was too many games going on during the bubble, and they were super early, so people trying to watch it, like if you were in quarantine or not working from home, it was difficult to, like, keep up with it.
Okay. So I heard that also they're trying to do this so they could start the next season normally.
Yes, that's the other thing.
Okay.
Because the last season was, 2020 was a mess in general, so this season either had to started later than what it should have, so now they're trying to fix this season so that next year we're correct in the same format that we have been.
Okay. So that makes a lot more sense to me. Yeah. All right, now I'm on board. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think? What are your teams?
Well, obviously Miami.
Call it. Okay, Miami. We're here.
We're both
here.
Miami. From the West, obviously I like the Warriors because I love Steph Curry. You like the Lakers because you like LeBron. So I'll say it live here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I'll say it live here.
Here we go.
If the Heat don't make the finals,
Mm-hmm.
if the Warriors don't make the finals, but the Lakers make the finals, I'm going for the Lakers.
Okay. I like that.
Okay?
I'm a fan. The thing is that I love players. Like, I love the type of players. So there are certain things that some players do that are admirable. There are certain things that some players do that don't excite me. Like, for example, I think KD is an amazing player, but I feel like the moves he makes is to make it makes it easier for him.
Okay.
Like, right now, he's on, like, for the past, I don't know, what, has it been 3-4 years?
Mm-hmm.
More. He's been on literally the best teams, like, in the league.
Okay.
And not that he was just a contributing factor. It's more along the lines of, oh, they're already top-tier teams.
Yeah.
And then you're stacking on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to somebody like Kawhi, who was like, all right, I did my thing in Toronto. Let me go to a team that really doesn't get a lot of shine, or isn't going to get a lot of shine. And I guess, I guess I could say the same thing about KD, because he's on the Nets with Kyrie, and it wasn't really
James
a big.
Harden
But now
and Blake
the way that they're
Griffin
stacking the
and-
team, that's what I
yeah.
don't like. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess I can't blame him for that, but at the same time, it just doesn't do him justice as an amazing player, because he has so many surrounding like talents,
Mhm.
like all-star talents,
Mhm.
that it's hard for him to. It's gonna be hard to lose. Like, did you see that play of the year that they had?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Yeah, and fuck, I be forgetting.
I basically sent you all the sports
Yeah,
stuff.
she really does, and I appreciate every single one.
Yeah, I'm
honestly.
trying to keep you up to date so you don't, you know.
So I don't fall too far behind.
Yeah, so people aren't
My
don't
ass,
catch you by surprise.
my ass gonna end up on Ximena Needs To Know.
Yeah, basically. Sports edition.
No, but the thing is that, like, I mean, when there's a team stacked around you, like, for example, you have the Cavs, right?
Mhm.
The Cavs 2016 when they beat the Warriors, they had LeBron and Kyrie. They were the story. Everybody else was a good role player,
I mean,
But
you
they
could
weren't-
add Kevin Love.
but
Ish.
Kevin Love to me is a great star. He's a great star, but when he was there, I'm talking about when he was there, like the time that they put him there, he was. I'm gonna say he was on the like decline, because I believe that
Yeah.
he was on the decline.
I agree. I
He
agree.
wasn't as dominant as he was in his earlier years.
Mhm.
It wasn't, but before he was like a Tristan Thompson that had an amazing shot.
I wouldn't say Tristan Thompson. I feel
He
like
was-
that's a
he was a
shot.
big- Then who would you say? Because I feel like he was a big body. Like Tristan Thompson's pretty
Okay,
was
I'm
pretty
gonna-
dominant
I'm gonna
when,
say-
before.
Now, this might be a little, I guess, reach
Okay.
for people. But I would say he was cat level, Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay.
And then as soon as he went to Cleveland, he went to Tristan Thompson level.
I see what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
dominating and rebounding, dominating and scoring,
Mhm.
like an overall superstar for his team, like Cat is for the Timberwolves,
Mhm.
which is funny because they both play for the Timberwolves. But as soon as Kevin Love left to the Cavaliers, it's like he declined
Yeah.
super fast.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's other people, but when you look at the Nets, then you see that there are people that are literally still in their prime.
Yeah.
Or they upgraded, like Blake. He was like.
See, to me, Blake, I feel like that was just all a lie. That was all a lie for him to get out of Detroit and go wherever he wants. I feel like that.
But I don't. Even
I
if,
mean, yeah,
if that's true, I get
he
it.
basically
dude.
cheated the system.
Because
which
it's
is-
fucked up. They
yeah.
keep you stuck so you can be a name for a place that you don't want to be a name for.
Yeah.
Like the type of person that
So that's why I'm like 50-50 on it. Like, I can't be angry at him, but
Yeah.
he cheated the system for sure.
I agree with that. I think that we kind of, we could kind of say that.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'm super duper excited for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Miami plays Milwaukee,
oof, I'm so excited.
and Milwaukee's talking shit already.
But the thing is that, all right, I got to give Giannis his
Giannis.
roses, Giannis, whatever. I have to give him his roses right now because he is one of the people that we're talking about that did not leave a bad situation.
Yeah.
Stayed there,
He's loyal.
being
He's
one
like
of the
Dame.
best.
Yeah.
Being literally being one of the best. If he would have went to any other team,
Miami.
yeah, if he would have came to Miami like he was supposed to,
Yeah.
then we would have been dominating teams. Like it wouldn't even be a game.
No. I think so. Obviously, we're going for Miami. Miami in 4 or
Yeah.
5. But I think what people keep underestimating about the Heat is our defense.
Yeah.
Yes, I know we started off bad this season, but this last run we've been on,
People are gonna have to watch out,
I
man.
better be
People are
scared
gonna-
of Heat culture.
People
I'm
are
just
gonna
saying.
people are gonna have to watch out, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Are you excited?
Of course. It's my favorite time of the year.
It's like
As a
Christmas.
basketball player, basketball fan in general. But yeah, so those are the teams we're going for. We're excited about it, and then hopefully next time that we come on, we'll have more.
More on it, yeah.
Yeah, and let's go Heat.
Yo, so the WNBA's back.
Yo.
Yo, tell me, all right, so the hype is real.
The hype is real.
The hype is real.
Oh,
Sorry, what's her name?
sorry. Which one?
She made that amazing 3 to close out the game.
Sabrina Nosku.
Yo,
She had a triple double. First
Jesus Christ.
triple double of her career, and she's only played 6 games.
And that's what I'm saying, man. I'm excited. I love things like that. And again, I'm a person. I'm built off of fundamentals. Whether it
Mhm.
comes to when it comes to anything that I do, skateboarding, fighting, basketball,
Base.
vase. I'm not. That's the only thing I'm not
Nah,
based
nah,
off
nah, nah,
fundamental.
nah. Hype yourself up. What you doing? Don't do that.
But like I love technique, and she has it, and she's
Yo,
proving
she's a
it.
baller.
She's proving it,
She
and I love it.
is. I think people need to watch the WNBA more. It's actually a lot more exciting than people give credit to. For sure, the teams that I'm watching, obviously New York Liberty, because Sabrina is killing it, and
Yeah.
she might be like MVP this season. I
She's
mean, it's way too early for me to be saying this, but I'ma just say it.
Yeah, we should probably hold off on it because
Yeah,
man,
I mean,
remember the people that believed in Lonzo in his first year? They were like, oh, he was dominating.
first of all, whoever believed that,
But think about it.
y'all don't
He
watch
he has
basketball.
he has all this hype, right? He has all this hype, and then on top of having all this hype, when it came to the preseason games,
But
he was
he didn't do
fucking-
anything in college. She broke all the records in college. It's different.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's different. But yeah, I'd watch out for them. Also, the legends, Sue Bird,
Mhm.
Diane Taurasi. Like, y'all need to watch it.
It's a good fundamentals game, and especially
Yeah.
if you're trying to become a better ball player,
Mhm.
I'd watch the females play.
Yeah, not only that, the uniforms
Oh, I heard that the
Best
uniforms
uniforms.
are like on fire now.
in the game, so I would definitely.
I'm trying to rock one. Where can I buy one? I'm gonna
The
get a few.
WNBA. They also have the hoodies that everybody's wearing right now. The
Nah,
orange hoodies.
I want a
like-
jersey.
I want both. But yeah,
Yeah.
we got to get on that for sure.
Yo, I'm definitely gonna hop
Yeah.
on that. That sounds dope.
Yeah. So apart from the WNBA coming back, we have the NWSL, which is the National Women's Soccer League, that came back as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the reason why we're bringing it up is because this was a big topic for us when we talked about equal pay in sports.
Definitely.
But all the women's national team players for USA have come back to the league. A lot of them were playing in Europe, Manchester City, Manchester United. They've come back, and now they're playing for the US teams again.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were away. Well,
Wait, why did they come back?
I don't know if it has something to do with the contract
Okay.
or because, that league is already, like, at the end. So
I
I'm pretty
see.
sure that ends in a couple weeks. So they're coming back here to continue the season, and they have to continue their season now because the Olympics are coming up.
Man, you be keeping me up to date.
Hey,
God
man.
damn.
I'm trying. But,
Like my face, I'm just.
oh, for real? But yeah, so, and the U.S. is favorite to win it again.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, we're number one.
I've always had a tricky thing when it came to the U.S. teams, man. I feel like we have such an advantage.
We do. And,
We're a melting
but-
pot. We bring it all in.
But I will say that the women's soccer in general, like worldwide, has been elevating higher and higher. So, meanwhile, even if the U.S. is favorite to win gold, there's some teams out there
They're
that are
rivaling them,
pretty
yeah.
good. Like France is super good. I would put Germany up there. Australia could make a little comeback. I'm just saying.
I agree.
But yeah. Also with that, like, I know we were talking about the WNBA having great uniforms, but
Mhm.
the NWSL then we got
Okay.
look. They have a team called Gotham FC.
That's lit.
That's all I'm gonna say. Gotham FC. So you can imagine.
See, they're
their
playing.
uniform.
Now they're playing the game. I think that was a big problem before.
Yeah.
Big problem before. They weren't playing the game. They were like, no, we're just gonna like keep these. No, man.
Yeah.
Go for the merchandising. Go for the marketing. That's where people. That's how you're gonna attract attention.
Yeah.
To people that deserve it.
Yeah.
Like.
So that to me was awesome that they branded it Gotham FC. And then the other thing I liked from Orlando Pride, their uniforms, they did it like with NASA. So because this Kennedy Space Center is near Orlando.
You see, like.
So they tied
on
that in, and then
point.
they did the photo shoot there, and they had like a bunch of NASA stuff, and space is like the design is space related.
I want to
So-
keep it like that. I want to keep. I hope that the NBA doesn't try to follow the hype train
No,
because
no.
this is gonna blow up.
Yeah,
like
well-
this mentality of marketing, your merchandising,
It's
that's what's gonna
amazing.
blow up. But I think that the NBA is such a tight knit circle that they don't even have room for that
No,
type of marketing.
and not only that, but the branding is different from
Yeah.
the WNBA. But
Yeah.
before we continue, like leave this subject, I wanted to say the WNBA did something very cool as a nerd. So Indiana is where they shot, where Stranger Things is based.
Oh,
So the
okay.
Indiana team has a Stranger Things uniform.
God damn, that's fucking dope.
And when I saw that, I was like, cop,
Now
cop,
I need
cop,
it.
cop,
Yeah,
cop,
now we
cop.
need
Yeah.
it. Now we need it.
Yeah.
All right. Damn, they're doing their thing. I love that. I really do love that.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
So I was hyped about
Representation matters, guys.
that. Yeah, for the nerds.
For the nerds.
For the nerds.
Oh, by the way, side note, what do you think about J. Cole's appearance? His first game?
We're moving on.
Nah. I want to I want to at least say something about it.
All right. He scored 3 points. 17 minutes. Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I think it was
I feel like maybe I overhyped it in my head.
I'm not-
I thought he was going to drop 30.
No. I never thought that.
At least 10 points is what I thought.
No, I think it first game since playing. It's not like he came out of
No,
college.
yeah.
And he was just
Yeah.
like he's been doing something completely different, like
Yeah.
the opposite of any type of working out.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect him to be good at all. Like I didn't expect him to even start. I expected him to probably ride the bench until the last couple minutes, and then they're gonna just throw him in just for like, J. Cole played.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that.
You know
But
what I
hopefully he progresses and gets better and better and better. But
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type that'll slouch.
no, but based off the first game, I was kind of like, okay, maybe I expected a little bit too much.
And also, one of the things I do think is genius is that he left. Like right now, he has an excuse to leave the world of rapping.
Yeah.
So, and he did.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Where is you?
The thing is this. It makes more sense though. He left the world of rapping, right?
Mhm.
So he left it on a high note where he dropped his album. He pretty much got all his ducks in a row.
Yeah.
Dropped his album, made the documentary, did all these things, did all his interviews, left it there, and now he could put 100% focus
On
in what's going
basketball,
on
yeah.
now. Yeah, which is basketball.
Yeah, by the way, we dropped that reaction video, so
Drop the reaction video,
check
guys.
that out.
Yeah.
Let us know what you
Check
think.
the link. It was yo, God.
It was
damn,
fun. It was
dog.
fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, we got to do more of those. But all right, moving on.
Mhm.
Kobe Bryant, Hall of Fame,
Why are we gonna talk about this?
because that speech was amazing. It was amazing. But rest in peace, Kobe Bryant.
I couldn't watch it, man.
Rest in peace, Gigi.
I couldn't watch it.
Couldn't watch it. Yeah,
Those.
it's hard. It's hard, but I'm happy he made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Deserved. But
of course.
yeah, good news for Heat fans. Chris Bosh is gonna be in it next year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
I appreciate it. The reason why I couldn't watch the Kobe like pretty much it's kind of like a memorial.
yeah,
like,
it's
type
still
thing.
raw. Like,
It
for
still
me,
hurts.
yeah,
it hurts
yeah.
different. It's weird. It's like nothing. It feels like nothing was right.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you ever see somebody that passed away? Like you ever seen somebody like they passed away and it wasn't their time and they were destined for more.
Yeah, like there was
so much more he was
it's the
supposed
same.
to do.
It's him and his daughter. Like she was supposed to be the future of
Yeah.
the WNBA in my eyes. Like I already saw it from years ago. So yeah, it was tough, but I wanted to watch it because like I knew his wife was gonna talk, and like his kids were there. So I was like, you know what, I need to watch this. Like
And it's so hard for
it's hard, yeah,
like because you watch somebody and you can't help but be inspired
yeah.
and saddened.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna cry. I cried, but
Yeah, I couldn't. The thing is that I can't imagine like the last moments. Oof.
yeah. All right, let's move
Oof.
on then. Let's move on. But yeah, rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in peace.
We love you. All right, moving on to the last of sports and entertainment.
Oh, you must have been really happy about this.
Of course. All right, so MTV Movie Awards. I did not watch them. But
Me neither.
yeah, we don't watch award shows. No, I stopped watching a long time ago.
I'm holding my tongue because I'm gonna say something really fucked up. Actually, what the fuck am I
Why?
talking
Yeah,
about?
what are you doing?
Look, first of all, the people that pick all these movies and pick all these award shows are really, really entitled, cultureless people who fill the fucking boardroom up with nothing but white people who are not involved in culture.
Mm-hmm.
It's those people that
ruin it for the
they
fans.
don't get. They ruin it for everybody because since they're cultureless and they don't.
They have no idea what's going on. Then
they kind of like they fuck it up and they don't give people their flowers. People that have been doing the crowd work.
AKA the Weeknd and the Grammys.
Yeah. So for those reasons, I don't really watch award shows.
Yeah.
Kanye said it first. He didn't say it first, but Kanye said it.
I really don't care.
I'm telling you,
look,
man, this shit's weird. They don't let you in the room. They don't let us in the room, man.
Look, the difference for me with like the MTV Movie Awards, it's fan voting.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the fan voting aspect of it because that means that I could put in my 2 cents. Now, am I really putting in my 2 cents? Probably not. But I like feeling like I put in my 2 cents. You get me?
Okay.
So I did some voting for the MTV Movie Awards. Yeah.
Oh, who did you
like
vote for?
voting for stuff like that. Like even when they do the People's Choice, I like voting.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, I can see why. Cause that sounds better.
yeah, but obviously like this is nothing compared to like.
Do you think the voting there is corrupt?
I feel like voting in general could be corrupt. Depends on who it favors.
Which special topic are we getting into?
Yeah, sorry. But whatever. I was happy because Marvel dominated and won everywhere.
Oh
everything.
my God.
When I say WandaVision, pull out the broom and sweep.
Yeah.
They sweeped. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say it right now. If Elizabeth Olsen does not win a fucking Emmy, I'm gonna burn it down.
The thing is that, man, again, like I said,
she deserves it though.
These old ass cultureless
like I said, I will burn it to the ground like Michael
bubble.
Scott.
Watch, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset. I
hope I'm wrong. But if history serves me right,
yeah, she's gonna lose to nobody.
It's gonna be an indie film produced by somebody you don't know.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yeah, best of all time.
I would be like, no. Well, all of them on WandaVision, they deserve all the awards, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's an amazing show. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. But.
I would agree. Like I can't even. There's nothing to really. Yeah. Especially quarantine. If quarantine's been hard for you, I looked forward to WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision
I was looking
amazing.
Forward to it every week. I was, and it's hard to keep my attention that way because there's so many things to do in a day. But damn, like.
The counting down to Friday.
Yeah, counting down to Friday was a good
fun.
time.
Yeah. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier destroyed that, but we got Loki Wednesdays coming up. Ayy.
Loki Wednesdays.
Yeah, but that's all I have to say about the MTV Movie Awards. Shout out to Marvel. Sponsor us soon. Well, not Jesoma because he's DC, but sponsor me soon.
Listen, look. I love Marvel, but I also love DC. Why can't I love both?
All right, well, sponsor us then. I'm just saying. I'm shooting my shot.
All I'm saying is that when it comes to the MTV Awards, Beyonce had the best video. No, but I'm happy that they did get what they deserved because it was an amazing show. I don't know a soul that didn't like it.
Me neither.
Doesn't like it, does not enjoy it.
And if you didn't like it, let's
you're a hater.
talk.
You are.
Well, I mean,
no,
you are
you're
a hater.
Yeah. You're a hater if you didn't like WandaVision.
I have nothing to say.
There's nothing you could there's nothing you could really say about that. You're just a hater.
You're just a hater.
It is what it is.
But yeah, we'll stop right here. Yeah.
Don't want to offend anybody's sensibilities. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're a hater for sure.
All right, so guys, this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take a quick intermission. We're gonna be right back with our special topic. It's Jaysquared. All right, we're back. Thank you for waiting through that awesome intermission. I hope it was a low-key bop.
A banger.
But we're back, guys, with our special topic. All right, so we're gonna pretty much just dive on into it.
Yeah, so if you're not watching us on YouTube, our special topic of Chapter 8 is mental health.
So pretty much the question is, why is acknowledging your mental health necessary?
So, in case you didn't know, we're in May, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
So we decided that this was a necessary topic to talk about because we wanted to discuss our mental health.
Yeah, and we also want to bring some truth to like some of the stigmas that come along with mental health.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them, man. Like, and we just want to address them and make sure you guys know this is a safe space. Like, we want you guys to, even if you don't want to go ahead and comment something, we
Yeah.
get tons of people that, go ahead and hit us up in the DMs, just letting us know how they feel. Hit us up in public, like when they
Yes.
see us, hit us up on our phones, and like they let us know, like, when they're going through something.
Yeah.
And we all need somebody to talk to.
Yeah, and we're here for you guys as well. Like,
Absolutely, and we
Yeah.
don't want it to get confused. Like,
yeah.
there's never gonna be a time where we're gonna dismiss you.
No.
That's just 100%.
Yeah. We actually care.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we could actually talk about our own experiences with our mental health because
Mhm.
I know, like, it seems like we have all this under control and we're
Yeah.
good with, like, talking to people, but
If you only
if you
knew,
only knew the
baby.
truth. Yeah. But, you want to start it off, Jay?
Well, yeah.
Dale.
I started going to therapy a few months ago.
Mhm.
Talkspace.
Talkspace.
Shout out Talkspace.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us, Talkspace. But no, I started going to therapy a few months ago. I started feeling a little loose with loosen it with my family.
Mhm.
But even before that, there were things that I just didn't address, and I pretty much did a good job of getting over them myself, but it was a long road. So I've struggled a long time with alcoholism. I've struggled with depression, anxiety, stress, like these are things that have been a part of my life, and people wouldn't really notice
Mhm.
because I'm the happy guy
Yeah.
or the smiley guy in the group
The
and stuff like that.
the one that keeps the vibes up,
Mm-hmm.
super hype energy.
The party guy, like
Yeah.
hit me up. I'm always down to go out. But
Yeah.
these were just forms of validation that I was trying to find
Mhm.
to fill a void that I was missing.
Yes.
And those monsters or those demons showcased when it came to like interpersonal relationships or it came to relationships in general.
Yeah.
I was not comfortable with me being me. So, like I said, I had a real problem with waking up in the morning, getting to go where I needed to go, struggling with alcohol, only thinking about, oh man, I want to get drinks, want to go out, and it wasn't like a normal like I need this to function because I was a functioning alcoholic,
Yes.
but I
you
wasn't.
were.
Yeah, I was able to go to school, graduate, do all these things, but every day I was always drunk. I was drunk daily. There was not a day where I was like, oh yeah. Like if I was sober for a day, I felt like I was wasting life and I was wasting my time. And it also goes into like
That's
having
wild.
yeah, I know, right? It also goes into like having that FOMO of feeling like I was gonna fear of missing out.
Is what FOMO is.
Yeah, just to let you guys know.
Yeah.
But I was scared to miss out on, life, miss out on opportunities, experiences. But little did I know, like these forms of validation didn't really matter because if people did care about you,
Yeah.
then they would be in your life. And I had to acknowledge that myself by kind of isolating myself,
Mhm.
going broke, um, not being able to pay for things, having to pretty much go into crazy debt and having to crawl my way out of those situations
Yeah.
and becoming the person I am today. But this has all come with a lot of patience, a lot of work I had to do on myself,
Mhm.
people in my life that love me, like you being around, you telling me that I was fucking myself up.
Mhm.
So
Oh, you're gonna tell
no, this is the story.
story?
This is the perfect time to tell the story. So pretty much,
Okay.
I used to be, I could say I was
Yeah.
a little chunky monkey. But before that, I was relatively in shape all the time and stuff like that.
Okay.
And J-Rock, she has a knack of telling the truth, for lack
Yeah.
of better words.
Yeah.
So pretty much, we went to a pool party. I haven't seen J-Rock in like a year or so or something.
That's a
like
lie. It was just a couple months.
That. It was a couple months.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so I haven't seen J-Rock in a little bit, and we went to a pool party, and we were just, all having fun. We were with a group of friends, and then after the pool party, I shit you guys not.
God.
Get into her car. There are other people in the car.
Yeah.
J-Rock turns the volume down, all the way down, And she goes, Jesoma, you're getting fat. Just like that. No filter, no like, hey, are you okay? Is everything fine? She's just like, you're getting fat. Long story short, I'm a vegetarian now. It's been like 3 years. No, but like seriously, like that was a wake
Yeah.
up call for me because I didn't acknowledge the things I was doing myself because it was so gradual and small
Mhm.
that it went from, oh, I'm just gonna drink today. Oh, I'm just gonna eat like shit today. Oh, I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that, and it just turned into this big monster that I did not get over because I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah.
But,
All right. So
yeah.
before we continue, the reason why I said he was getting fat is because I've seen his journey through being an alcoholic and being late to stuff and just like not caring for himself at all.
Yeah.
So I felt like I needed to say that as a friend, as
Mhm.
someone who cares. And I mean, I probably said it very
Harshly.
harsh, but I don't regret it.
And I would never want you to. The thing is that it's something I needed. It's not something I wanted to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a difference between
Yeah.
something I wanted to hear and something I really needed to hear because
Yeah.
that would save my life.
Yeah.
You know, I could have one of these days been driving drunk and just killed myself.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have that type of support system where somebody's going to tell me the truth,
Mm-hmm.
be there for me if I were to fall, then I don't know what situation I'd be in right now. But
Yeah.
you definitely did what you had to do, and that's how I had to hear it because
It wouldn't have worked any
it wouldn't
other
have
way.
worked. And also, I was so good at, like, it was damn near like impressive to myself that I was so good at justifying
Everything
that I did.
Everything.
My excuse making was,
On 100.
yeah, like you
For
couldn't
sure.
make me feel bad
No,
because
at
I
all.
would make you feel bad for making me feel bad because you don't know what I was going, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
But I was so good at justifying that it kind of like,
It kind of made you live a lie.
yeah, exactly. Like it made
Yeah.
me live a lie. It made me go ahead and not not hold myself accountable for
Mhm.
my issues. And
Yeah.
luckily, like you broke through that, man. You broke through it.
Hey, man. Sometimes you gotta come out swinging.
Yeah, and it worked.
And it worked with just turning the volume down.
Just turn the volume down and getting loud about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now, like, I am able to control myself
Mhm.
when it comes to like drinking. I'm a lot more successful. I climbed out of debt. I was able to
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead, like, dude. I'm impressing myself, and I'm able to acknowledge things that I'm doing in a genuine way instead of in like a narcissistic or
Yeah.
what's the word where you like or a reminiscent way. It's more of like I'm doing great things in real time for me.
Yeah. Not for drunk me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
So what about you? You want to shed some light on your traumas?
Oh my god. Yeah. So, okay. So I'm pretty sure. So this is recently where I've been noticing little things that I do where I might have to see someone because I think I might have OCD.
Talk space.
Probably talk space. No, growing up, I dealt with depression and anxiety, and I still deal with a lot of anxiety. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to use talk space for this. But the first experience I had with it was high school, sophomore year. I broke my ankle playing basketball, and for a whole month I was in bed because I couldn't walk. So I was very sad, kept to myself. I mean, if you guys don't know that already, but I'm very introverted, even though, like, hey, I'm out here making a podcast. But I'm very quiet unless, like, I get to know you, then, you know, you start meeting me. But I'm very introverted and I don't like public speaking. That shit makes me super anxious, like, very anxious. So this is, like, big for me that I'm able to do this. But during that depression, that's when I started teaching myself how to play the guitar. So throughout that situation, I was like, okay, so even though I'm sad that I can't walk and like hang out with friends, I have this escape. So that's what I did with that. Now, second time I knew I was in depression was last year. But 2020 was a lot for me. Basically, everything that I had ever worked for was just destroyed.
Go into it because
It was a
it's a
lot.
lot.
It's a lot. So if you haven't heard the first chapter,
Mm-hmm.
welcome back. But all right, so I was in college in another state at the University of Georgia. I was finishing my last semester of my master's degree. First to do it in my family. Okay? Big deal. So, I come home for spring break 1 week, and that weekend is when I'll bleep it out. But that's when this pandemic started happening. So I wasn't able to go back. So from there on, it was just a mission of figuring out, hey, are we going back to school? Am I going back to work? Or am I just staying in Miami with my one bag of like 5 different outfits that I brought? So the good thing about it was that obviously, like, I still have my room here. I have, I was with my family, so I wasn't alone. But at the same time, I felt alone because I got so used to living by myself that I didn't have that independence of, like, all right, I'm going to just lay in my room since I have nothing to do, or, like, I could just. I got used to living with one roommate. So coming back home to all these people was very overwhelming because I didn't know how to react to people anymore. So come back to like the end of March, and that's when they tell us that we're gonna have virtual classes. So okay, did the virtual thing. It was difficult, but I mean I passed, so that's a good thing. And then this job I had set up for once I graduated, dream job, my dream job, got canceled.
That was tough.
That was tough. I cried that day. Like when I received that call, I cried, cause it's like, damn, like, what was the whole point of me going to school? What, like, it was just a lot. So after that, to make it even worse, graduation. I had the hotel.
Shit.
I had
Dude.
the tickets for my family. We had the plane tickets. Like, we had it all planned out what we were gonna do. It gets canceled. So it gets canceled, and then they're saying we don't know what we're gonna do. We don't know if we're gonna do virtual graduation. We don't know what we're gonna do. So basically, everything I've worked hard for, the dream job, graduating with a master's, graduating, being first generation in front of my whole family, done, gone, just like that. So when I tell you that 2020 was depression year for me, it was depression year for me.
Yeah, and for some people, man, it was for some people it was better than others. Like I can
Yeah.
be honest, like for me, 2020, I got into a lot of positive shit. And
Yeah.
for you, like, and watching, like, being with you because, man, I did what I can do as a friend, but
Yeah,
man,
you did.
I can't.
You did a lot more than you actually think you did, which
I
is,
appreciate that.
yeah.
But
It
of
was,
course,
I needed it because, quite honestly, like, I went through a phase where it's like every single day was just the same day over and over. And I told you this, which that's when you kind of realized that how bad it was going for me. But waking up was so hard for me. Just getting out of bed. That's when I knew I was like, all right, I'm in this funk. I need to get out of it because I would wake up early and I wouldn't get out of bed until like noon. And that's when I was like, all right, no, like I can't keep doing this because then I'm not helping myself. I'm making it worse. So that was tough. And I mean, that's how this whole podcast came to realization.
yeah, like I remember. That's when you like we would talk. We would just talk because the thing is that we can talk for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah.
Like you guys would get sick of us.
Yeah.
Like this is something that we were just able to do because
Yeah.
we've known each other for like over a decade.
Yeah.
But we're able to talk and we're able to like kind of get things out in the open, how we feel about things. We experience things together, and then it's like this was something where we're like, you know, let's just put this out there. Like this conversation that we're having, like let's just have it in public.
In public, yeah.
And
It's
you
necessary.
Yeah, it's like you have all this knowledge, and when I tell you, like you stepping up to that was the most eye-opening thing because there's a bunch of people that are like, "Oh, Jesoma, man, we should do a podcast." Like people will offer that to you,
Yeah.
but then it's like I'm always the person that's like, "All right, let's do the work for it."
Yeah.
And then it's like oh man, I'm busy. You never gave excuses. You were like, I want to be here for this. This is what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing happening, like everything that happened, I could truly say that you were you were the back you were the backbone to everything.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
I
But
mean, you got to know though. Like, I go 100% on anything I do.
yeah, that's true.
So
And that's how we started like working out too. Like we
yeah,
would work like those are the times where we're like, yo, come on, J-Rock, let's work out. J-Rock, even some days you'll be like, I don't want to. And it's like, doesn't
that
matter
is
if
true.
you don't want to.
Yeah, that is true.
We got to.
Yeah.
And we push each other, and I would push you to get up, make sure that we were actively doing something
Yeah.
instead of, you know, sitting home and feeling bad for ourselves.
Yeah, and that's the part where I hate because like, well, not hate because I'm not gonna say that. But you know, your parents like they try to help you in these situations, and I didn't like that. And I didn't like it because you don't understand what I'm going through. So like the whole like, oh, you shouldn't be sad because you're at home with family
Yeah.
or because you know you have it better than other people. We need to stop that. People need to stop saying
Yeah.
things like that because okay, yeah, other people have it better, but I'm still struggling. And you saying that isn't helping me feel better. It's making me feel worse because it's like, oh, so apart from me feeling bad already, now you're saying that my problems aren't important.
Yeah.
So as general, like us as people, we need to stop doing that because that's not helping anybody at all.
Yeah.
It's just making it worse and worse.
I think that stepping into somebody's shoes is definitely. I think it's a lot harder than we kind of give it credit for. I mean, I understand that you're trying to sympathize with somebody.
Yeah, but there's different ways to do that.
Yeah, just listening
Yeah.
goes a long way. You don't have to have your input on everything.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? A lot of people feel like when you're expressing yourself to them, then they take it as a challenge or an attack where they have to kind of like
One up.
you. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, no, it's not
That's
a
not what
one-up
we're trying to
situation.
do,
I'm not
yeah.
saying your experience wasn't harder than mine. I'm
Yeah.
saying that I'm having a difficult time with something.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you 100% on that because like the other thing too is like you have to wait for people to be ready to open up to you.
Exactly.
See, with me like there's one subject that I'm not ready to talk about and it's when my grandma passed away because that's another time where I quite honestly I believe I had like a mental breakdown when that happened.
Yeah.
But I can't talk about that to anybody
Yeah.
like at all.
And this is like these are subjects that like these are core subjects that we can't even touch because you're just not ready to.
Yeah, yeah.
And it has to be an acceptance on everybody else's end. It's not, and a lot of people, I mean, not to lecture anybody, but we have to understand when people aren't ready to go ahead and let go and open up to you.
Yeah.
And it's not a personal thing. It's
No,
not
no,
that
no.
it's your fault. It's just because I can't deal with it. I don't know how I'm dealing with it myself. I can't even formulate the words
Yeah.
and put things into context for you to understand. And then on top of that, I have to trust you with information to validate my feelings. And if you
Exactly.
can't do that, then yeah.
Then imagine me trying to say that same thing to somebody else. Like
Exactly.
that trust right there is just gone.
Yeah, it's a lot to do
Yeah.
when somebody opens up. So, like,
I mean, like I'll say for myself, like I'm someone who struggles with expressing a lot of what I'm feeling inside. Like I'm very emotional,
yeah,
but there's certain subjects that are very difficult, and that goes back to me being very introverted. But it just depends on who you're around and that moment. If
yeah.
in that moment you're like, all right, screw it, I'm gonna say this.
Then feel validated in
then,
saying
yeah.
it. Don't hold yourself back.
Yeah.
And make sure that you trust your decisions, man. Like,
Yeah.
to me, the hardest part of going through anything or explaining any situation I'm going through is me being hard on myself, saying, like, should I have said that to this person? Shouldn't I have just manned up and just taken it? And then another part of me is like, no, like, it's not your job to hold in all of this stuff that's happening to you.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility to let it out so you don't influence or affect somebody else.
Don't make it worse on
Yeah.
yourself either, because that's basically mental, like, self-care.
Yeah.
You need to be aware of things that are making you upset and making you feel worse.
Like the way that what you do is totally admirable. Like when I want to go out, if there's certain people that are around, J-Rock could be like, no, they're not good for my mental health.
Yeah.
I won't go.
Yeah.
Which is I don't ask you twice.
No,
I
you
don't
don't. You
I
don't.
don't force that on you. I don't say, come on, man. Like you should just. And it's like, all right, hey, look, man, that's your mental health.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Look, people need to understand that it's not always like it could be. I don't know how to word this without like coming off
Nah, fuck them.
crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
no,
fuck-
I'm not
fuck
gonna.
them.
No, I'm not. Yeah, but if you go through an experience with a certain friend
Mhm.
or person, family member, and that just ruins the vibes for you,
Mhm.
then you shouldn't feel obligated to continue to hang out with this person.
Yeah.
Even if you have that fear of FOMO, don't do that to yourself because now you're just making it worse, and that whole vibe that you're bringing to the party, the hangout, is just gonna make everything worse. Because then everyone's gonna feed off of that vibe, and it could ruin the fun for everybody.
And that's not to say not to have a conversation with whoever whoever wronged you or whoever you feel like you wronged and you can't talk to. It's not to say not
Yeah.
to have that conversation.
But
It's
have
just-
that conversation when you're ready.
Yeah, know when you're able,
Yeah.
and don't force anything. Make sure you talk. And again, man, I can't get enough of saying it. Talk to professionals.
Yeah.
Talk to professionals before you make not even before you make rash decisions. Just talk to professionals just to make sure you're on the right track. Like they're like with me in therapy. The reason why I go to therapy isn't because I might not be going through anything at the moment. I might be perfectly fine, but I do want to make sure that I'm making the right decisions.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that. It's hard to do
Mhm.
that as a person because we're never going to know. We're on the inside looking in, which is not the same as being on the outside looking in. You get what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like we don't have all the answers, and we shouldn't pretend that we do, and we shouldn't force ourselves to.
Yeah. And if you feel like you're just like lost in general, talk to somebody.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
again, man, and this is another, and kind of like putting it on things that you can use to cope with these situations.
Yeah. So we could talk about things that we do like when we're feeling anxious or like see things that I like to do to not have a panic attack because I've had panic attacks before, and when I tell you that it feels like I'm dying. So let's talk about little things that we do that help us.
Yeah, like for example, one again, talk space.
Talk space.
Like I literally go to therapy because I want to keep my mental track. I want to keep myself on the right mental track. And also meditation, exercise, talking to friends. Like those are things that I do in order to, keep myself together.
Yeah.
And when I say exercise, I don't exercise just because I want to look better. I exercise because it's a mental stress
release.
relief. Yeah, like I relieve stress through that.
Yeah.
I relieve stress when I meditate, when I do martial arts, when I skate. Like it brings me back. I'm like
Brings you back
Yeah,
to
it brings me back to
yourself.
my time. Yeah, it's good for me.
Yeah.
When I'm playing any type of sport, like it just makes me feel better. And I give myself that time, and I make that time priority, so I can always be, so I can never be off track, or I could try hard not to be off track.
Yeah. So me personally, I like doing exercise, whether that's playing soccer, shooting some hoops, or actually working out with you or at home. I think music for me is very big.
Yeah.
Music helps me a lot, whether I'm playing music or whether I'm just listening to music. It just takes me to like a different world.
I go through phases, man. I go
Yeah.
through phases when it comes to music. Like
Yeah.
there's times where I'm just like I don't want to hear anything.
See, that was me last year with some of the albums that were dropping. I was just like, I don't want to listen to music right now because I'm not in the correct mental space.
Yeah.
And what I did, what was different, like obviously started working out, but I even with movies, like I wasn't really into watching movies, but I started playing more video games.
Damn. Oh,
So
that's different.
yeah.
Okay.
So part of the whole situation of me moving back home was like I left everything in Georgia.
Yeah.
So when I was able to like actually move out, I was able to bring back my PlayStation, my PS4. So I played my PS4 like a lot.
And how did that change things or your outlook on certain things? Was it a bigger relief?
It was a bigger relief because I was able to get my mind off of things, and then
Mm-hmm.
slowly I was able to start putting music into it. So what I would do was I would play the game but jam out. So put
Nice.
like a Spotify playlist on there too. So I started mixing both of those into one, and then soon I started realizing like, okay, now I could listen to some new albums.
Damn.
Let's listen to some new music. So it kind
I
of
love that. That's
slowly
great.
started to connect. But the big one,
Creating a fucking
podcast,
podcast,
yeah,
dog. Like that. Like this is therapy for us, man. That's
yeah,
why we thank you guys so much.
yeah.
It's not because you guys follow us. It's not just because of that. It's because we're able to put something into the world and you guys listen.
Yeah. And I
And
feel like for me,
mhm.
like I want to like leave something in this world where it's like, all right, I know I did this because I love this. I'm doing it with my best friend, and I know that I could talk about anything.
Same thing. Like yeah, I love leaving those imprints
Mhm.
or leaving those tracks behind, and I love going on these journeys. Like I love experiencing different worlds, and doing it with my best friend by my side is even better.
Yeah.
It makes me feel. It makes it feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, and it's
Um,
fun
yeah, and
and
it's really fun. Like everything we've done, we don't feel like we feel like at the end of the day, this doesn't feel like work. Like we don't
no.
feel obligated. We feel like, damn, we got to do this because
Yeah. We're
like
excited
we're
about it.
excited to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And doing things that make you excited or make you feel happy
Mhm.
is big with getting out of that slump of depression, anxiety, or whatever you're going through.
Yeah.
Um,
And to go on the other side of it, as a friend, I know that we haven't talked about it. We talked about being the person who is experiencing, mental health issues and expressing themselves. But as a friend, remember, you're it's helpful to hear.
yeah.
Okay? It's helpful to hear people when they're having a situation.
Mhm.
So just listen, hear them out. But at the same time, it's not your responsibility to heal them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we kind of get frustrated
Yeah.
or kind of like we try to give advice back like, oh, you're going through this, well, you should do this. No, your job,
Your job is to listen.
yeah, it's just to listen at that point.
Now, if they ask for advice,
Then you give it out.
you give it out. But if they don't take the advice, don't be hurt by
Yeah,
that.
it's not on you.
No.
Like I know a
Maybe
lot
they're
of people.
not ready at that moment. But
Yeah, I know a ton of people that feel like, oh, you're saying that you're having this problem, giving you a solution. You don't want to take the solution, screw you.
mm-mm,
It's not personal.
no.
When they don't want to take your solution, it's because they're not ready for that solution. You have to go ahead and like be patient and just say what you need to say
Yeah.
when you're asked, and listen when you're asked to listen. Like
Yeah.
if you want, again, like it's not your job.
Yeah.
And also advise professionals like
don't
be,
become
yeah,
the professional.
exactly,
Yeah.
because
You don't want that in your hands either.
boy, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah, but yeah. I think we could leave it off as take care of yourself. If you guys need someone to talk to, we're here for you guys.
100%.
Yeah, hit us up in the DMs, text us if you have our phone numbers. I'm not gonna say our phone numbers because we don't want that out there.
And guys,
Talk space.
talk space. The biggest thing about it is take care of each other, man.
Mhm.
This month is to bring awareness to
Those
shitty,
of us who
yeah.
are struggling, and it's okay to struggle. Like, don't feel bad about feeling bad.
Yeah, and we know it's shitty. We
Yeah.
know it's scary.
Mhm.
We know that it's something that we don't encounter.
Mhm.
Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your pride get in the way. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Take care of yourselves.
And
take
you're
care of
not
each other.
alone. For anybody out there who feels depressed or has anxiety, I have anxiety to like 100 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's difficult to deal with, but you're not alone. Like, a lot of us are going through
Yeah.
it as well. And, we're here to help each other. So,
Yeah, it's definitely true.
but
That felt good, man.
I like that.
I love that. I
yeah.
love
I feel
that.
like a release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like the last topic, I felt like, damn, kind of helpless until I talked to some people. But
Mhm.
like this one, I feel like,
Yeah, I felt like
Deflated.
I needed to say what I needed to say.
and
But
that's what it's about, right?
yeah. I mean, I still need to talk to someone because I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
Talk
sure
Space.
I have
You know,
OCD.
you'll get Raya when you get on Talk
when
Space.
I get on Talkspace.
And you get a TikTok.
No.
Fuck.
So
So close.
so close to TikTok, but not really.
But guys, now it's on to our next segment.
Ximena Needs To Know.
Now, this Ximena Needs To Know is gonna be pretty interesting. There's a lot of help, a lot of people that need help out there.
Yeah, worldwide.
And Ximena, I know that
This is very important to Ximena because
Yeah.
she's
she's definitely the type of person that's a strong advocate for
helping
others, world
yeah.
peace, all those things.
Yeah.
That's what she's working on now. Like that's her life, or those are her life goals.
in Switzerland.
And there's, yeah, now that she's in Switzerland or
Yeah.
Denmark.
Denmark.
but
Don't they have like the same flag? You know what? Let me
I think
stop. Let me stop. I don't
what
want
I
to
say.
offend.
What I say.
I don't want to offend anyone.
Oh man,
Okay.
you got us canceled. Nah, I'm messaging.
My
All
bad.
right, so
I'll bleep it out.
I mean,
No, I won't.
I know you won't. I know you won't, man.
But all right.
On a serious note, guys, we need to send some support to India. Colombia. We really are sending prayers. In India, if you guys don't know, I think we've addressed it already.
Yes.
COVID cases are ridiculous right now. They're running out of supplies, correct?
Vaccines, supplies, hospitals, doctors, everyone's passing away. And they're running out of places to bury people. We said this last time, but it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
So definitely prayers up. We need to find a way to do our share and help.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's signing petitions or donating.
Yeah. We'll definitely put these things up inside of our polls and things like that.
Yeah, and on our story.
We might go even further. We'll let you guys know if we do anything a little bit more drastic.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely sending prayers.
Same
also,
with Colombia.
Yeah.
In Colombia, the protests are continuing. People are being killed. If you're outside and the curfew is like ongoing, police are just shooting on sight. But I feel like the protests need to happen because people want change.
Always has to happen, man.
Yeah.
I'm a strong advocate for protesting. I think that protesting is the way that you are heard.
Mm-hmm. But
especially when it comes to establishment or government.
What people need to understand is that this has been happening in South America. Like this happened in Chile.
Yeah, this is a thing that
And
I
it's
know
happening
that
in Argentina.
and-
I was gonna say también.
you're Hispanic. It's fine.
Yeah, my Spanglish. Well, not my Spanglish, but my Spanish was coming out. I'm
And
sorry.
also, I think Venezuela's going through like a lot of shit too. Like
Venezuela's always going through something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like so, this is a
That's
thing.
like nonstop.
Yeah.
But me being South American, so I'm half Chilean, half Colombian. So all these protests, like I've been seeing it. Even my family talks about it. So sending prayers out to Colombia, South America, Brazil's struggling with COVID as well. So South America in general, India. Yeah, prayers up for
This
you
is
guys.
it's getting out of hand, and we gotta try something.
And now to an even worse
Sheesh.
topic.
Prayers for Palestine, man. Apparently, 550 Palestinians face the threat of disposition in Israel.
It's gotten a lot worse since we've updated this. But basically, Israel is bombing everybody that's not Israeli. And kids are dying. Like, they really don't care who is there. They're just killing everybody. And people are asking, other countries are asking, to stop, to have like a little break. But I'm pretty sure that's going to turn into a war.
It's just a lot that's going on, and this is not the fucking time.
No.
Like, I don't know. I would never understand.
They bombed a hospital full of doctors. They bombed
Jesus Christ,
a vaccination lab who's working on a vaccine. They bombed one of the news stations or journalist stations. And nobody's saying why. Like, it's all being kept a secret. And it's just a mess right now because it's basically ethnic cleansing. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And if you don't know what that is, it's a mass expulsion or killing of members of an unwanted ethnic or religious group in a society. So Palestinians are being killed because they don't want them there.
And man, it's hard to push forward for other countries, but as a duty, as a human being, part of this earth, man, where there's an injustice anywhere is an injustice to all. So
Yeah.
we have to do our due diligence and do our part. And this is us doing our part, and we're gonna keep pushing and keep doing more
Yeah.
to make sure that things are right.
Yeah. So we stand with you guys.
Now, on to a lighter note, Ximena.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to start this.
All right. So for those of you who don't know, we went to American Senior High
And I'm
here in
sick
Miami.
of it. It's bad enough that Florida gets a bad rap, but there's a story, and pretty much a woman that went to American, she
No, all right, no. Let's do this correctly.
okay.
A 28-year-old woman who is trying to be popular on Instagram.
I'm trying to make it go. Please go.
No, let me go off because this is embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, she posed as a student at American, tu papa, which is ridiculous. To promote her Instagram page, she was literally handing out flyers
Inside
to
of
students
American.
inside of American, dressed as a student, had a skateboard, had a book bag on.
And I heard, like, I don't know if this is factual. She also got dunked the other day. Did you know that?
Yeah, you told me that.
This is it's my favorite thing, because the thing is that, like, I also love when people get, what they deserve, like, for being dumb as fuck. But it's like the way the story unfolded, because I was watching the whole thing.
Oh my god.
I went on her Instagram. I found her Instagram, and I was looking at it, and she's just wild. She's a wild girl, and I was looking at it, and I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
you sent me one of her highlights or like one of her videos, and I was just like, what is wrong with this person?
Man, I fell down the rabbit hole. I damn near followed her. I was like,
Oh
you know
my
what? I should just follow her
God,
too. Let me make a sensation. No, but it's
So yeah, basically the police found her through her Instagram page
yeah,
that she was promoting
because
at American.
it's like, what? Like, you go in, you commit a crime, and then you leave the breadcrumbs just for the police to follow.
Yeah.
And you wonder what. And this is the thing. Like, I kind of sympathize with a point of this, or I don't sympathize. I just understand a point of it.
Okay.
Because when something doesn't feel illegal, then you don't expect to have legal repercussions.
Yeah. Until you realize.
Until
it's
you're like,
too late.
oh, that
Yeah.
happened. Like, you ever like walk into a store, grab like a gum, and you like, oh, you didn't pay for the gum, like you forgot to pay for a gum or something like that. Like, when you walk out the door and you look back in your hand, you're like, shit, I didn't pay for this.
But you still keep walking.
And you're like, it's still illegal. It's just that
Yeah.
you don't think it's a big deal until
the cops come knocking on
hey,
your door and they're like,
we
hey,
know you stole that.
you stole, I know it's only $1 gum, but you still stole it.
But that's what's crazy
Yeah.
about it. It's just so out there that you wouldn't even expect a person to do this.
Yeah.
But it's funny to me. I mean, to me, it's funny. Luckily, everybody was safe.
Yeah, nothing crazy happened.
Yeah,
she
she didn't
was
do anything,
charged.
yeah.
She was arrested. She was charged with burglary, interference with an educational institution, and resisting an officer without violence. Which, how is that
Sheesh.
possible?
Yeah.
Someone explained that to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand that part.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't understand that part. But if you guys understand police verbiage, explain that one to us.
Yeah, please. Let us know.
Yeah,
That's something.
the resisting an officer without violence part. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't follow her.
I'm gonna follow her.
No. No.
I'm gonna follow her.
No. Yeah. So thank you for destroying whatever
I'm sorry.
American had.
I'm sorry. This is
Whatever
just
pride
ridiculous.
American had.
This is ridiculous.
It just
This is
sucks that it
ridiculous.
happened to our high school. It could have been
Of
any other high
course
school,
it
but
is.
it was
Like-
our high school. Like, of course, yeah, you're
Rock,
right. You're
rock.
right. You're right. You're right.
It's a
you're right.
matter of. We knew it's a matter of time too.
You're right. You're right. You know what? Just forget it.
Jeez.
Just forget it. It's
And-
unbelievable.
Oh, last thing, Udonis Haslam.
The OG.
Um,
So Ximena, she likes the Heat. So
Mm-hmm.
Udonis Haslam is basically Miami.
yeah.
The definition of Miami, you see a picture of Udonis Haslam.
And what Miami's supposed to be.
Yeah, so UD, he played his last home game for the Heat. Well, allegedly. We're not for sure if he's gonna retire, but that
And
was
true
his last game.
Udonis has him fashion too.
Yeah. So he came into the game, scored 4 points, 2 for 2, and then got 2 technicals and was ejected. In true Miami Udonis Haslam fashion.
Like when I hear that story, I'm like, yeah.
That sounds about right.
And the crazier thing about me is that instead of me saying something like, you know, oh, he shouldn't have done that, the Miami in me was like, well, what did the dude say?
Yeah, so it was against Dwight Howard. So Dwight Howard had thrown him to the floor on the previous play. The referee didn't call anything. And if you watch the video, UD literally goes like this. Which you know.
Yeah.
If you see anybody in Miami do that after something crazy happens, you know it's about to get 10 times even crazier.
He tried his best.
Yeah, so he tried to control his anger. Next play comes around, he literally grabs him. And they're holding each other. And Haslam is like pointing at his face and literally connects.
Just chin checked his ass.
Yeah.
If you're from Miami, you know what that chin check your ass,
it.
boy.
Yeah. So then they were separated. In true Miami fashion, we gave him a standing ovation because that's Miami for you. And then on his way out of being ejected, he cursed everybody on the Sixers out.
Yeah.
He was just going at him. Yeah. We won the game, so that's all that matters.
And
but he was
that's
legit
our legend.
like,
That's our legend.
That's our legend. The OG, Udonis Haslam, born and raised in the county of Dade.
Thank you, Udonis. You've done us a great service.
Udonis, you did it.
Udonis, you did it.
But that's the end of Ximena Needs to Know.
And again, guys, thank you for another amazing show, allowing this to be possible. We couldn't do it without you guys. And we also want to give a great big shout out to Shut Up, Let's Talk Studios, where we are right now.
Yeah. So
you know,
if you're watching us on YouTube,
you are looking for a podcast studio, hit us up.
This is the place to be. Yeah.
We'll lead you to this person. I swear on everything. Shut Up, Let's Talk Studios. They're probably the most wholesome, great, helpful people that we've met in podcasting.
It's helped us. He's helped us so much.
Yeah.
In everything we do with filming, with recording, we're just trying to figure out how we want a setup in general.
It's been all amazing. The things that you see, the lights, all these things, it's come from
all even the reaction video. We couldn't have done it without his help. So we'll be getting more into all that stuff. But
simply because we have Shut Up, Let's Talk Studios to thank for it. You know?
Also follow their podcast.
Yes, follow their podcast. Another thing, we just made the J. Cole
reaction video
to his latest album, Off Season.
The Off Season. Yeah.
So if you guys want to check that out, hit up that link. Well, it's not here.
Hit up the link. Hit up the link and we'll...
It's in the bio. We're gonna... Yeah,
so check it out. And if you guys like it, let us know what you want us to react to. I know we've gotten a couple feedback of other music videos we should react to.
Exactly.
So, we're excited.
Yeah, so just put in your 2 cents. We want to hear it. And we love some good music, some good movies, some good entertainment. So
we're
let us know.
looking forward to maybe doing a low-key episode.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun.
That'd be dope.
So
I'm down for that.
We'll put up a poll for new reaction videos that you guys want to see.
Yeah.
So we're open to anything. Obviously not scary movies because I don't do scary movies. No.
I'm going to be real with you. I love going against you, but I don't do scary movies either.
Yeah, so we finally agree on something.
But maybe Spiral with Chris Rock, the new Saw movie.
Oh, see, that's not scary to me. That's gory.
See,
so
that's
I could do that. I could do that.
Scary.
I could do
it's
that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And most of all, we got to thank Jamie. Thank you so much, Jamie.
You got the video going.
You got it all going.
You got the lights going.
Set us up.
Look at this.
This is
if
Jamie
you're watching
right
this on
here.
YouTube, look at this. This was Jamie.
We're like, where did you get this?
Yeah.
And Jamie's just like.
And we can't read, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that's spelled correctly. But
we don't even know if it says.
What does that even say? Could you guys read that for us? Yeah.
But again, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
all.
Much. Yeah. And we hope you like Chapter 8, Ocho.
And this has been the
Jaysquared
Podcast.
Boom!